Carter family, Carter gang, man, what it do, y'all? What it do, y'all? I'm just here for y'all with this a little quick one, a little update on your boy Smurk, a little update on the Lil Durk situation. Now, we know Lil Durk has been taking L after L after L, right? He had like 4 bills denied and whatnot, right? And he had some extra charges dropped on him for the Stefan Mac unaliving that had happened in Chicago, who I think they was trying to say that was get back for Durk brother D-Thing. It was get back for somebody. I think it's D-Thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we all know about Stefan Mac. We seen the video. I think that's the video where they catch him in the parking lot or whatnot. Now, the Chicago assistant U.S. attorney informed the judge that they will not be pursuing charges against Lil Durk in connection to the alleged unaliving for hire plot involving Stefan Mac. Stephanie Forrest, a former Bureau of Prisons employees with 21 years of experience, noted that while Durk's involvement in 3-way calls does violate prison rules, there's no indication of criminal intent. She also pointed out that since Durk hasn't received any incident reports for the alleged violation, the BOP likely doesn't view it as a serial matter. Durk is scheduled to appear for a bond hearing tomorrow. Now, this kind of helped Durk, you know what I'm saying, trying to get bail, because now they can't say, oh, well, you down for 2 murder for hires, we ain't giving you bail, we a dangerous criminal. And this another backpedal for the prosecution, right? So first, one of the main part of their indictment was the lyrics. Drew finally, he challenged that and made that look stupid, but they had to take that back and come and say, oh no, this ain't the only, this ain't the core for our argument for the unaliving for hire. This is that, and on top of that, this too. Now we throwing Stefan Mac. So a part of fighting the allegations that Durk is in jail for his lyrics and he should be able to get bond, they doubled down and said no, he's not in jail for his lyrics. And guess what? We got other unalivings that we throwing on top of him. This is a dangerous man. So this would be the second time. This would be the second time that evidence has been used to hold Lil Durk to no bail, and then for later for that evidence to be withdrawn. Like, I don't get it. They threw him in lockup, part of the main indictment to the grand jury. They was quoting lyrics. This is him admitting his involvement in the crime. The judge Lil Durk lawyer proved that this song was written before the crime happened, so this is false. This can't be about that. Then the feds when they said, oh well, we take that back. Woody whoop, that ain't, we ain't got him up here on these lyrics and go type up some fancy shit that make the nigga seem bad. We got him for unaliving for hire and this evidence and this and that. At the same time, while pulling their hand back on the other one, right? It's like I did something wrong. I'm hiding my left hand because I got a grenade in it, and I'm throwing you off. I'm handing out my right hand with some flowers or some candy or something, and trying to make you forget about the grenade that I just was about to pull. On you. Now that ain't popping. That ain't valid. That grenade didn't work. It was a dud. Now I gotta act like I'm your friend. You feel what I'm saying? So how many times do the feds get to use something to keep Lil Durk in jail? Then it get exposed and they gotta pull that back and then come with something else to keep him in jail. So at this point, we really gonna see with this bond hearing, we really gonna see how the judge rocking and how they treat people, man. Cause whether Durk guilty or not, bro, at this point, if the FBI, the U.S. attorney, whoever it is, keep making charges, keep putting charges out there to keep you to no bond, but then the same reason why they keep you to no bond, you withdraw that later and say, oh, this ain't really the reason. Why is this man still in jail? Right? Why is this man still in jail with 2 things that y'all brought forward, lyrics and this Stefan Mac murder? Oh, Your Honor, Just listen to these lyrics. Look at what we got. Put him in jail, no bail. He's a dangerous man. He bragged about these lyrics. That was the main part of their argument. Like, not only did he did it and look at this and look at this phone call, listen to this song, he's talking about the hit. And they got the grand jury like, whoa, it seemed like a little self-snitching, throw him in jail. Then that get blown up and explained that about how that song was recorded before any of this happened. So then they gotta save face. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably ain't following the case as close as probably everybody, right? But correct me if I'm wrong. When they got challenged by these lyrics and it was proved these lyrics was before the unaliving, didn't they say, oh, Durk, that ain't the main part of our case, and A and B, this is why, and then didn't they throw the Stefan Mac? Ain't that when the Stefan Mac charges came? When the feds had to reply and give their explanation for using lyrics that was outdated. It was made before the unaliving. So we back to square one. What is the evidence? You said the part of the evidence was rap. I know ain't the only evidence. I know they got some wiretaps or some BS circumstantial shit talking about don't use my name. Until we find out who the snitches is, right? It seems like that's the only thing they got. Because any other evidence that they trying to throw out there to stick on Lil Durk, besides the phone calls and the wire transactions, right? Besides the money trail flying the homies out, everything else they got trashed. The lyrics they got trashed. Other unalivings they try to put on this man that got trashed, they got tabled. So what are we keeping him for? It gotta be some talks behind closed doors where the attorney is telling the judge that we got informants, we got snitches, that when it come down to it, they gonna get on stand and tell on Durk. Right? So this man is guilty because we got snitches, but we can't reveal that card. We can't reveal their testimony. We can't come out and say right now, we got to hold his bill because witness such and such is going to snitch on him during court. So at this point, unless it's that going on, and unless the attorney then pull the judge to the side of them back rooms and like, hey, don't give him bond. He guilty as fuck. We may not got all the strongest evidence outside these snitches. But these snitches is gonna be the case, eyewitness. We only could give circumstantial evidence in situations right now because we can't reveal our strongest card in our hand. And the judge will probably be like, all right, you got some snitches, all right, cool. That's why all this other shit that's going on, the backpedaling, oh, the lyrics got something to do with it. He told himself, oh, no, he didn't. Oh, he did another unaliving for hire for his brother unaliving. Oh, no, we ain't pursuing that. So what do they really got? So at this point, I think that all they got is them witnesses to say how the play got put in play. To say how I got this money or I drove them. You feel me? The witnesses must gonna be willing to testify a Lil Durk involvement in some way. And then remember, on top of that, they already dropped the murder for hire for Lil Pop. They already dropped that. They say he's still a part of it, conspiracy. You know, they still charging him, but they're not charging him for the hire of that. Now I heard they saying that he was just a participant. They can't prove the unaliving for hire, but they could have proved that he's a part of it. Meaning he's a part of the group that got it done. He just didn't pull the trigger. So it's just like if you go on a drill with somebody and they in the car, they the driver, they gonna get the same time as you, even though they didn't pull the trigger. So they saying Durk, he didn't pull the trigger, but he was a part of the crew that got it done. And they can't prove he the mastermind and put it all in motion because they all friends and this is retribution for their homies. So they just looking at this as like Durk was a part of a gang or a clique of individuals that teamed up to get Lil Pop gone. So at this point, all I can think of, it gotta be a cooperating witness. because all the evidence that we know is circumstantial and weak, and it get weaker by the day. But he done got denied bond 4 times. So we gonna see what's up with Durk, man. He going to court tomorrow. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do this mean y'all think if the judge denied bail again, that they gotta know it's somebody telling? You know what I'm saying? Or do y'all think it just plain just racism or you know, prejudice, this stereotype? You know what I'm saying? Oh, rich rapper talking all this rah-rah, yeah, you did that. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. But until then, it's Carter Gang and I'm gone.